Batman shirt. It's a good one. I love the beginning of it. My friend Brandon, he has one of them. Like he has it for the, what do you call it? PS4 Pro, and the Batman, like his face, you could see it just, you could kind of see it just a little bit where I am. I don't know if you can see it in the video, kind of, but with him, with my friend, with his PS4, you could see his face. It's kind of, you know, like a little bit dark, like the shadow, but you can actually see it. And oh my gosh, he looks like, even though that he doesn't kill, he looks like he's gonna kill you. He's pissed off. It's weird. It's cool too, but it's kind of weird too. Well, let's get started. So I might just talk about a little bit of the costumes, being a little bit nerdy. And you dumb dog! That doesn't help. My dog is freaking out. Okay, what was I gonna do again? I was gonna, costumes. I could talk about a bit of the costumes if I remember correctly. I could talk about the original ones, or I could also talk about Arkham Origins, the Batman Beyond one, the first appearance, the reason why the costumes have been changing. I could talk about this one. I know just a little bit about it. This one too. I could talk about that one. The Batmobiles maybe. This one probably kind of close. It's the 1989. Wait, what did it say? Movie Batman skin, 1989. It's like it was made by Tim Burton. Who, yeah. Oh yeah, the Batmobile right here. There is a thing on it. I think it's on the other side. Oh boy. Is it right here? No, it's probably on the other side. I don't know where it says it. I can't tell. It's kind of hard to see though. Yeah, like you have to be super close to the TV. There's says Wayne Motor Industries prototype, and then it says don't move. RCK Steady, Rocksteady. They put Rocksteady, the people who made Batman Arkham Asylum, City, and Night. They put their name on that, and this is the Rocksteady themed Batmobile skin. I really love it. It's super cool. Can't get up from it. And it says Rocksteady on there, and it's just like bats going to one side to the next. It's super cool, and especially with the combat mode. Yeah, I think when I played the game, like when my PS4 broke and I had to restart the whole thing, I think this is the Batmobile that I only used. This is like the only one, except I could probably tell you when the Batmobile is destroyed. Yeah, it did, like their Batmobile gets destroyed, so you get this one, which is like, you know, who needs paint and stuff. It looks kind of okay, I guess. I mean, I kind of like it. I just don't like it how it has yellow, and it's just, it looks like it's been trying to paint, like it was supposed to be painted, but it doesn't. Yeah, it's weird. There was a DLC made for this one, and that's what they did. I like this one. I mean, it looks more as a prototype, like just the crash, like driving one. I used that one all the way through until I finished the game, and then I did the other one when I need to. So when you finish the game 100%, like the campaign, you will get to drive these Batmobiles. Turns out they were so they did this one. You know, they're just this is the original one. It looks super big and super huge. The mechanics, the way the detailed is, the mechanics especially, like to make it spin around, to make it like stay on the ground, the combat moves and stuff, and like calling it whenever you need to, like all that stuff with the Batmobile, of how much it took as much as like an Xbox 360, like as much space as an Xbox 360 has. So yeah, and that didn't go out very well. So that, I guess that's also another reason why they put it on the PS4 and Xbox One and the PC. And they kind of wanted to have more detailed. So yeah, when like the PS4 and I think the Xbox One also came out, both of them, no, mostly for the PS4. The biggest game when PS4 came out, the biggest game that everyone was like hyped up for was Batman Arkham Knight. And the PS4, like, you know, company as well, like the people that made it, Sony, right? Yeah, they were also very excited about it too. So for when the game came out, they also made you that you get to wear the Batman, the 1960s Batman skin, and it also came with this. That's what they were going to do with every single Batmobile skin. Like, that's what they were going to do. Like, they gave you a Robin one, but the 1970s, like, Batman themed Batmobile skin, I have that, but, like, the way it looks like the normal Batmobile that you usually drive with. Which was stupid, because, well, I mean, it's okay, like, it's kind of cool, and you can use it in the campaign and stuff, but we wanted the other Batmobiles. Like, in my head, when the Batmobile, when this and the DLC of that costume and the challenge maps came out, I think before I got the game, I was like so excited for it. I was like, oh man, I can't wait to drive this around the city. But they said, no, we can't do that. And I was like, what? What the crap? Why would you do that? I mean, I told them, like, it does have, like, I told myself, like, it does have, like, weapons and stuff, and I could see it just opening, just like, you know, the one from there, but it would take too much. It would take too long. And it's really detailed. I mean, the way it looks, and the way it is, the way it drives, the way, you know, it does, it's really good. And the costume and the map, too. So later they came with an update that if you get these Batmobiles, and then I think the next Batmobile was this one, and then this one, which is the 2016 Batman vs Superman Batmobile. It's pretty cool. I like it. I use it sometimes. Actually, I use it a lot. I use all the Batmobiles a lot, except for some of the ones that have that turns into a tank. So I thought to myself, I'm like, why wouldn't they do that? It says, disclaimer, the Batmobile does not support the advanced weapon capabilities and manufacturability of the standard model, and will only be available in certain game modes. I'm so glad they put, like, these Batmobiles, like these ones. Like, honestly, they did, like, the most popular ones. They did this one. A lot of people that I guess would be maybe in their like 30s or so, or 40s, or even younger or older, if they've seen the Tim Burton movie, they are really happy about this. They're really happy about the costume, and they're also really happy about the Batmobile. Other people that, you know, are fans, but I guess I don't know if people were like old enough and they play video games, but people like this, like, that actually love this type of Batman. I mean, I love it. I love this type of Batman. It's funny. It's awesome. And just the Batmobile, the way it is, it's cool. I'm glad that they put this in the game. And than the original Arkham Batmobile. Well, mileage. This is the original, like, for Arkham Asylum, City, and Origins. This one was, just the original one. I mean, I like it. It's really cool, but it kind of has, like, this weird thing where you kind of can't do the donuts. You can, but it's kind of weird. This one is really cool. I mean, people that played Arkham Asylum and City, well, mostly Arkham Asylum, because you see the Batmobile in there, they really wanted to drive the Batmobile, but you couldn't. So people kind of were upset, but it had to take, like, I guess 3 games I would say, like, Arkham Asylum, City, and Origins for it to actually work. I mean, in Origins, you don't see the Batmobile, but you do see part of it, like that thing right there. You see that, and the tires, and in the Batcave, you can see, what do you call it? You can see the computers and stuff. It shows, like, maps of, like, Gotham, and it shows the Batmobile that you were working on, which is this one. So yeah, and then they have the Tumbler 2008 Tumbler Batmobile. It comes in black. Now this one's pretty cool. I mean, a few people, like my friend Thomas, has grown up with this one, and he likes it. I like it. I mean, it's pretty big. The DLC, like the map, oh man, just the way it, like, goes in, like the Tumbler. This one is supposed to, like, drive through a wall and it won't be broken. When Arkham Knight was being made, they were wondering if, you know, the Batmobile, like, the way it's driving, you could see, like, a few of, like, when it, like, goes right by, like a door or something, like a wall, you would see, like, parts of it coming off. They asked if, like, the Batmobile, this one, is, like, super strong and will, like, charge through a bunch of walls. They said it kind of does, but it also doesn't. Like, it takes, like, a little bit of it, which I kind of like. It's okay. It's perfect, and I think that would be kind of realistic, I would say. So on the challenge map, they made some of the things very, like, weak, and you could drive that Batmobile. You can drive this Batmobile in those challenge maps, and it will just crash into everything, and it will still be fine. It's pretty cool. It makes really cool noises when it skids and stuff. I like it. It's pretty cool. Now this one, that one is pretty cool as well. I mean, they have the gun right there, but it doesn't shoot anything. It doesn't turn into, like, you know, a tank or anything, but it's still a cool one. I mean, I like it. And there's a big difference between the donuts. I don't know which one with this one. It's kind of slow. This one's slower. There's a glitch with this one where it kind of, you know, spins, but it then stops, and you're trying to do it again. This one, when you do the donut one, it spins super fast. And of course, if you see my previous videos, I've free roamed with that Batmobile, and I'm pretty sure that you know what it looks like. And sucks though is that you can't drive this one. I mean, that would be super cool, but I don't know why they didn't do that. It's creepy. Probably because it was in just like a part of like the store, like the campaign, and it just didn't go as well. I don't know, but it's cool. Yeah. So I'm still doing the Noel skin because it's a Christmas Batman costume. That one is also, I think when you finish the game, you'll get that one for free on Arkham Origins. So these two, this is an anime Batman skin, field tested. Actually, I know the reason why. I actually know the reason of this costume. Yeah, the way it looks, I mean, it kind of looks like an owl, not like a bat. Well, it is Batman, but the way, like, you know, the nose is, it's a pretty cool costume, I would say. So this is the prototype, the utility belt. I think that's when you push that thing, it's a button, and a shield goes right over it, and and I think it's a TV show, or I think it was like a movie or something. Like it was, don't remember. I think it's like a short TV show or something. And Lucius Fox, who is part of the Batman, I would say, family. He works at Wayne Industries. He helps Batman with the prototypes and stuff. Alfred is the butler. He sometimes helps with a little bit of the prototypes, but not as much as Lucius. So Lucius made this utility belt that, you know, does a force field. Now this Batman, one time with a bunch of thugs, had machine guns, and it was just all in a straight line, and Batman was standing right there, with the Batmobile right behind him, and all of a sudden, like, they were starting to shoot him. He turned it on, and it, like, went over him, and the bullets ricocheting. All of a sudden, it shot someone on it, like the bullet went into in one of the thugs' leg. He seriously like stopped the I think the thugs stopped shooting and tried helping him, or he beat up the rest of the guys, or he just ran over and grabbed him, or I don't remember what happened, but he grabbed the guy, put him in the Batmobile, and drove him to the hospital. And he's like, yo, you're not gonna die on me. Like, honestly, that was like, okay, he's fighting these thugs, and he just made someone got hurt, and he decided to turn it off, grab the dude, and leave them, but he was saving this person. That's pretty amazing. He also has, like, claws for this costume. What happened is that right after that happened, he gave the costume back to Lucius, and he says, I think it works a little too well. And that's the only thing that I remember. I remembered that only. Yeah, there's a classic TV series Robin skin that you can put on. I actually thought that these were his legs, but no, I think he's wearing something underneath it. Yeah, as you can tell by the wrinkles on his back leg. It's pretty funny. Yeah. And then there is the Catwoman TV series one as well. I mean, that costume, I would say, is a pretty good one. I mean, it looks really nice, and there's the necklace. It looks like it moves around. I mean, this is like one of the best things that they did with Batman. I like this one too. It's pretty cool. 1990s Catwoman skin. And she's got the hair, but then the utility belt. There's no like strap for her whip. I think this costume had it with. I think she had like a tail or something. I don't remember. But yeah. The original Arkham Batman skin, where it where it all began, I would say. I don't know. Yeah, this is the Arkham Asylum costume, the first one, the first Batman skin that they did. I could tell a big difference between this one and the one that we have now. So they did that thing. They didn't do it with the logo though, but they did that with Batman. And then with the utility belt, they're like squares and stuff. And then on this side, they have the lines, and also on the legs, I think he only has like one, and he only has like one. And this Batman skin, like, when you play Arkham Asylum, it's just like, oh, jeez. If you play this game, then go back to Arkham Asylum, it's like, holy crap! Why? I'm gonna play that one and I can talk to you about it instead of like just looking at it. It's a great costume, I would say. I mean, it's really good. Which one's a good one? I'll try this one. The costume with that, it's like the first time that they were doing it, so they weren't like kind of into it just a little bit. Oh jeez. What was it again? Yeah, they weren't like kind of into it. I mean, they didn't know what to do with them. It was just a normal costume of Batman, and they did a good job with it. I kind of like it. Brandon likes it. I like it. I mean, it's good to see that it's a classic one back in this game. So technically, they have every single Batman costume from the previous games, except one of them that, whoa, it just like glitched out all of a sudden. What was it again? One of them is this costume, but it's an armored one. Brandon also wished that they did that one. That one would be really cool. I haven't done like these challenges. I've only done like the long ones. I just wanted to be sure that it was someone dead. Someone got knocked out. Everyone did. But in the Arkham Asylum game, there was a problem with his eyes and his face. He looked super old. Like his eyes were closed all the way. It looked super weird. Yeah. And no, you don't get any guns. There was just a big difference between that one and the Arkham City one. I mean, you could tell if I show the one that is in Arkham Knight right now. There is like a little big difference between both of them. So yeah. With the with the Batmobiles and the Batman skins, like this is just the original one. Like he wasn't as strong as he normally was. Well, I think he was, but Brandon, sometimes he tells me, he's like, so what would happen if the Batman from Arkham Knight was in the situation of Arkham Asylum? And I'll be like, the Joker would be like already captured. Ouch. That's gonna hurt. Ooh, I got 9. I think I got a high score.
Simulation complete.
Did I get a new high score? Yes, I did. So, my friend also has a Batman book. This Saturday, we gotta do that. Maybe. He has a Batman book that talks about it. It talks about like what they were going to do with the whole entire game. Like, I think it's called Batman the Arkham, like Inside Arkham or something. Like they have drawings of like characters and stuff. When they were making Arkham Asylum, it was big. Like they were gonna do a really big job with it. They were gonna make it the best. They were gonna try making it like the best Batman game that they could ever make. And they were doing a pretty swell job with it. They did a good job. I mean, some of the games that they've played before, I mean, it used to be crap. Like, just a side view and like Batman's running and stuff. And it's like pixelated and stuff. But then when Arkham Asylum came out, it was rated, I think in that year, the best Batman game that was ever made. Now this one, a lot of people say, oh no, we don't like it how they, like, too much Batmobile and stuff. I know, there's, like, I would say that there is probably too much Batmobile, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, I still like it no matter what. I still like this game because they did a really good job with the, with everything. I mean, the way Batman takes guys down, like, it's much more faster than it originally was. And, like, Batman wouldn't be able to, like, fight brutes like these, like this. He would just do that, and he wouldn't be able to do that. He wouldn't be able to do, blade takedown. He wouldn't be able to do that either. He wouldn't be able to do this. He wouldn't be able to, like, even do that type of move. Like, honestly, that's actually true. he wouldn't be able to do like other things in the Arkham Asylum game. So they changed it totally. Like, this game, of how long I was playing Arkham City, waiting for this game to come out, and it finally did, and then I was working so hard to get my PS4, then I got it, then I first played the game, learned so many things. Holy crap, this game, like, oh my gosh. They like went to, you know, like to like new, and that, like with Arkham Asylum, it was new. They went to newer, then they went to like this high. I did a good job with the game. I really like it. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, something came up. So with that, they like changed it totally. Right now, the way I feel, when you go back down to Arkham Asylum, you could totally tell the difference between Arkham Asylum and City. Arkham Asylum, it was Batman, he was smarter than the thugs, but then he wasn't more like a movable person. Couldn't do like a bunch of flips. Well, he does, but not as much as like Arkham City. When I played Arkham Asylum, like did a few things, like you can't go on ledges and stay on them. I mean, that was the hard part. Another one is that you couldn't like stay on like one of the thing, like you couldn't do like crate takedowns. Actually, you can, but you actually had to get out of it. In Arkham Asylum. In Arkham City, he does like a loud one, but in this game, you do it in a silent takedown. You could do ledge takedowns. You like grab somebody, you pull them down, and then they're like hanging from like a rope or something from their ankles. That was in Arkham Asylum and City. In this game, when you're on the ledge, you can actually like take care of them with a silent takedown instead. Like, they changed everything the way this is. Gimme. Let me take you down. Uh-oh. Let's lock these guys out. Let's electrocute these guys. Yeah, see, with Batman and all the things that he can do, I mean, they changed everything. Like, especially when you like and the fear takedowns. I mean, this is like a lot faster than Arkham Asylum. I took them all down. Was that a new high score? No, I did it in 58 seconds. Yeah. I was trying to get it up to like the Batman ones to 20. So they changed a lot of things with that. Like in Arkham Asylum, you can only throw like 1 batarang, but when you have your combo up, you can throw 3 batarangs while you're in while you're fighting, which is a good idea. And then in Arkham City, they did it where you can throw 3 batarangs. In this game, you could do the same thing. Like, you can run and throw batarangs, and you could do that in Arkham City, and you could stand there and throw 3 batarangs. But with this game, like, also, they took back when you're, like, doing, like, a combat move, like when you push the button to throw the batarangs, in Arkham City, you can only throw 1, but in Arkham Knight, you could throw 3 at once this time now. So they took the one from Arkham Asylum and they put it back in here, which is pretty good. And when you hold it, you throw, like, when you have a combo, you throw it, there's explosive batarangs. Yeah, they did a really good job with it. They changed everything. I love it. I love it a lot. And let's free roam for a little bit. Let me change the costume. I could talk about the Arkham City one now. So there's a big difference between that one, Arkham Asylum, and this one, as you can tell by the way it looks, and the bat symbol. Let's just say this is the one from Arkham Knight, I would say, but it is also like Arkham City, as you can tell by the body shape of that. There's screws in there. Well, there's screws on like the Arkham Asylum as well, but here, let's just say you take so you take this one without that symbol, you put that one on, and you have that utility belt, but you change the blocks to like curved ones, and then you put some stuff on that one, and then you put stuff on the boots as well. So they changed the Batman skin completely, kind of, and you still have the same design and stuff, but this one's from the Batsuit V7.43 post Arkham City. It's kind of like Arkham City, but different. Yeah, you could see there's like a few like lines, and then there's that block right there. But it looks like it's raining on this one, and the utility belt, like, I think it's changed just a little bit. They were gonna keep this costume just the way it is. As you can tell, there's like stuff on the boots, and that's about it. But you can tell that there's a big difference between this one and this one. That one's busted. The other one's busted. Yeah, you can tell a big difference between that one and this one. The reason why they changed the costume completely to make it look like this one is because of the Batmobile. Like, seeing the classic one with the Batmobile like this didn't work out exactly. So Paul Dini kind of doesn't like it how they had to do that, but I think he does kind of. So since the Batmobile looks exactly like this, got an upgrade. Batman also had to get another upgrade as well. So they made him wear this type of a costume. I mean, I've like, sometimes when I'm eating my food, I like actually just examine the Batman costume, just the way it looks, like everything between it. I remember the trailer, like when you put that thing on there, and like those cuts in the bat symbol, it can expand, which gives him more movement, which was really good. But with Arkham Origins, they changed differently with that, because of, you know, he looks bigger, and he also has straps on his what do you call it, on his arms, like it's connected to the chest piece to the shoulders. So, and it was like really heavy, so it didn't go so well. And yeah, there's a big difference between this one and the one that's actually in the game, like in Arkham Origins. This one's like blackish and a darkish gray. The other one's like light gray, and the bat symbol's black, I would say. And it doesn't look as gold as this, probably because they didn't have enough detail. What else? Yeah, that was the costume. And then this is one, and then they changed that, and then now they have this one. They did it to where, you know, he has like throwing counters and stuff. The grapnel gun is like a lot faster, and you can glide better, and just like the way it is, and especially even like the utility belt, like I just said, like sometimes in the games or something, like they would take no, in comic books sometimes they would take Batman's utility belt away while he's unconscious or something, and they could take it away. But in this one, it's actually like underneath the costume, so it's actually like attached to the costume, which is pretty cool. But you know, he has to take it off at the end of the game, kind of. You know, there is like a close resemblance to the boots with Arkham City, and kind of with the gauntlets. Wait, I can't see it. It's another one that you can tell. I don't know. Oh yeah, the reason is because, you know, he was fighting a big giant army too, so he needed a new upgrade for the costume. And then yeah, if you finish the game, pre-stage edition for those who gave 240%. I did that. It's pretty cool. I mean, like, the bat symbol is completely golden. So there are, with Batman's costume, it says some of the like the jokes of like his there's like armor everywhere. The best, like a lot of people, I guess, like they're also the reason why sometimes the symbol was like kind of like that, like yellow, like this. That's because people, like thugs, also thought that was like a target to shoot right there, but that's Batman's most armored area. Here, let me show you the costume that's all destroyed and stuff. So it was clean, but now look at it. There's a bullet right there that shot, and it looks like it's cracked open. His face is like, you know, like ripped up and stuff. There's like one of the talons broken off. You could see that some of the skin and like tissue, no, not the tissue, the skin on the costume, you could see it. Like there's one on his arm, and there's another shot that's actually one of his weaknesses. The Arkham Knight, who is is trying to fight Batman, took him down and says, "Nice costume, except you gotta know exactly where to shoot." He shot him right there, and he gave Batman a heart attack. So, yeah, wasn't a good idea. Also, the cape is ripped up too. Also, like, when I played the game with the original costume one time, I saw that Batman had a bloody nose, and they just did a really good job. I mean, sometimes, like, Brandon doesn't like it how the costumes how that rips up and stuff, but it makes it realistic, is because they also said it in Arkham Asylum. They said that the reason why it rips up is because, you know, it shows that Batman has been doing a lot of stuff, and he survived this, but he also left part of his costume halfway. So, yeah, that's the way it looks with this thing. I mean, it has been through better things. And yeah, the cape. Here, let's wear it. Let's wear it, and let's just do this free roaming. Because I've been talking for like forever. You know, let's do this one. So yeah, it's been different. They did that for Arkham City. They also did it for Arkham Knight and Arkham Origins. with all the holes and stuff in Arkham Origins, like when you finish the game and there's like a bunch of bullet holes in the cape and like cut up stuff. I mean, Brandon's like, I don't know how he could actually glide like that with all those holes in there. But another thing is like, we're talking about Azrael, who can actually glide, and he's got like just strings of like cloth or something. I don't know what type of fabric it is, but yeah, that's the noise. Yeah, here, let me. Nope.
Driving idiot is right there. Just go. You want to take the wheel?
Kind of. I'm not talking about taking the wheel, I'm talking about like the noise. Let's keep going. Okay. And then, yeah. So, I read a comment, I was gonna talk to you about it. I know I died at like 55, and he says, yeah, I could do 80. Check that video again, because my highest score is 126. On the Endless Night. I mean, the reason why I did I guess a bad job is because I kind of wasn't paying attention all the way through, and I wasn't listening to music. Yeah, so I mean, you gotta have that music. It'll make it better. Ouch. I'm just driving the Batmobile so I can hear the freaking noise that the tires do. It's really cool. I like the noise. I don't know if you heard it, but I heard it. That's what the noise was. It was close. Let's do it again. Nope. Keep going. Quit talking. Yeah, there you go. That's the noise of the tires. And let's see how the cave is.
Militia boys are crapping their pants.
Yeesh.
The new boss won't let him go.
Well, it's not as bad as like Arkham Knight, but the cave, just the way it looks, like there's like a few cuts right there. There's a few cuts right there. There's another cut right there.
You see the Bats car? I'd like to go for a joyride in that thing.
A few cuts there, over there. There's some more over there. It's not as bad, but it kind of is. So yeah, the reason why they changed the Batman costume is because one is that he is fighting an army. Two, the Batmobile is like upgraded to like, it looks like, you know, technology and stuff. So with the classic Batman skin, it kind of doesn't like come together. So that's why they also changed the costume. So yep. I was just rambling about the costumes of Batman. I mean, I'm gonna make another one. I'm gonna make another one with Brandon, if he comes over. And we're just gonna talk blabbering about Batman. And it might be spoilers about the game. Don't know for sure. Don't know if we can or not. Don't know if we want to. I mean, people out there, I'm pretty sure that a few people that are probably have been watching, jeez, might know what happened to Batman and what happened between the games. So we'll just, I don't know how long it will be, but it'll just keep going on and on and on for a long time. We'll just keep talking about it. Did I? I don't think I did. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, the way Batman is like gliding, they changed it with that costume. Those dudes are going to the bathroom. Oh, jeez. Yeah. You jerks!
I'll get them.
Big fat jerks. Now they're coming for us. They're all coming for us. I can't do it, but if you like stand close, like right here, with a thug, and if you do that move, like I think he like punch the guy in the gut, grab his head, and just smash it on the corner. A Batman. A Batman. Let's hit the streets. I'm vengeance. A Batman. Yeah. I throw people. Yeah, keep on doing it. Darn it. Ooh, that was close. Don't hit Batman while he drives the Batmobile. Yeah, I think I'm...
find something soon, I'll punch you in the face.
If we don't find something soon, I'll punch you in the face. Let's end it off with a donut. So I'm just gonna end it off right here. If anyone has enjoyed the video, they can like it. They can comment of what you think and questions that you could probably ask. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe not even questions, because I don't think you might. I've done that before with people, and they say, "Hey, what's Spider-Man about Spider-Man?" Like I do it with Spider-Man, and I've done it with Batman, and they like ask like the most dumbest questions because they're not like asking questions from Arkham Knight. I don't know. You're like, what type of underwear does Spider-Man wear? I'm like, I don't know, just underwear. Well, technically in the costume he doesn't wear any underwear. So we'll just talk about like the whole entire Arkham series of the game and like what Easter eggs they have, what they were doing, why they did it, and all the things and what happened. And like the Batmobile is just like all the stuff part of the game. Well, I'll just talk about like all of it. Maybe on Saturday with my friend. He's got to bring the book. He's got to bring the Batman book. Because it will actually help. Like he could like read like a few things and we'll just talk about the whole thing. I mean, this thing was supposed to be like a video of like combat moves, talking about a bit of the costumes. I talked about the anime one because I know that one. It's pretty a nice, easy story. There we go. We'll just end it off right here on the very top of Wayne Industries. Yeah, I'm gonna end it right here. So, on Saturday, maybe not, I will make a video, or I broadcast with my friend Brandon. Hopefully, we will be able to, he'll come over and he'll be able to bring the book, and we'll talk about Batman, if he would want to. We might not. I mean, it really helps if he would tell me about it, a few of the things, because he knows about it. But here's the thing, though, is that we're, like, in Arkham City, Wonder Tower used to be super high, but now we're higher than it, and we still are. We're standing exactly as tall as it, so, yeah, that's kind of weird. I'm going to leave it off right here if you guys like this video. If you guys want to, this video might have been not the best one that I've done. You could see other ones if you want to. Yeah, subscribe if you want to. I don't know why I still do that, but I have to. It's a job thing. I'll just talk more about Batman with Brandon if he can come over. Possibly, maybe not. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it off right here. I'll see you guys later. You guys can watch any of the other videos that I've made. I'm pretty sure that they are, yeah, that long, pretty much as long. But yeah, I'll see you guys later.